Hello and thank you for joining us today. My name is Jennifer Dubrow and I am with GeoWGS84 Corp. Today we will be discussing spray dryer inspections using drones. Inspecting confined industrial spaces can be a challenging but important part of running a successful and safe operation. Non-GPS inspection drones have made the industrial inspection process much easier than manual hands-on human inspections. Not only is using drones much safer than a manual inspection, it is also much faster, creating less operational downtime. Some of the drones that are used for these industrial confined space inspections are, but not limited to, the Helios 2 Skycopter, the Loki MK2, Scout 137, and Fixar. A few examples of typical use cases in which indoor inspections can benefit from a GPS-denied drone would be huge oil storage tanks, industrial boilers, kiln, chimneys, underground mines, and spray dryers. Some examples of critical infrastructure that would benefit utilizing GPS-denied drones would be nuclear power plants, military bases, and other government critical infrastructure. Drones are used in multiple industries. Some of these industries are chemicals, cement, infrastructure and utilities, pharmaceuticals, mining, oil and gas, food and beverages, as well as power generation. Drones has many benefits and advantages over humans doing the inspection. One of the biggest advantages of using drones is safety. You can avoid thousands of confined space human entries every year. Number two is economical. You can save up to 90% by deploying a drone in an indoor inspection versus arranging for a human to enter. Number three, it's very fast. Human inspections can take up to 8 days, whereas often indoor drone inspections can take only 8 short hours. You also will experience reduced downtime using a drone for indoor inspections. Instead of building scaffolding to put a human out there, you can use the drone to do the same thing without having to lose any operational time. The fifth and final advantage is you can have more frequent inspections. The most complex questions you may ask yourself is what drone to use. There are several current options in drones to use for your inspections. We will explore what can be accomplished with the drone confined space inspections, along with some of the drones that are commonly used. There are 4 considerations when choosing which drone to utilize. The first consideration is how you will be navigating the confined spaces. The second consideration will be the lighting in the confined space. Consideration number 3 is the image capturing, and consideration number 4 is radiation and gas detection. With navigating confined spaces. For the drone to fly in confined spaces, all of the hardware must be protected. Having the drone contact walls or objects during the inspection is inevitable. It is important that the drone is protected from being damaged so it can do its job successfully. Just as important, the drone must not do any damage to the areas being inspected. Some drones, like the Helios and Skycopter, encase the drone in a protective cage, which allows the drone to bump into walls and objects without damaging the drone or the inspection spaces. Other drones like the Loki MK2, Scout 137, and Fixar indoor have protection concentrated around the propellers, ensuring that they cannot be damaged. In addition to physical projection for the drones, many of the drones like the Helios-2 come with LiDAR navigation sensors built into them. Continuing on with navigating confined spaces, Scout 137 does not have a battery system. It has a tethered line to a base unit that is plugged into a 220-volt power outlet or supply. By doing this, the Scout 137 can easily fly for over an hour. This is an advantage for doing large confined spaces like a cargo ship inner hull inspection. The disadvantage is that you need to ensure that you have access to a power source to plug the drone in. The Helios-2 comes with a range extender option. This can be lowered into hard-to-reach confined spaces like a long tunnel connected to a vertical access tunnel. The range extender allows the pilot to still have complete control of the drone that may not have been possible without the pilot going far down into that tunnel. All of the inspection drones come with bright LED lighting to get clear pictures and videos in the confined spaces. Several of the drones let the pilot vary the lighting, especially for dusty environments like a smokestack. The Helios-2 drone allows for different banks of LED lights to be used at one time or all on at the same time. By being able to only have one side of the LED lights on, this creates oblique surface lighting in the confined space. By creating oblique surface lighting in the confined space, this could allow for a different perspective of possible areas of pitting, cracks, or buildup that may be missed or underestimated with full frontal lighting. Discuss image capturing. Most of the inspection drones have a video capture system. Since the drones are so close to the surface being inspected, the video resolution doesn't have to be one of the highest resolutions. This allows for a lighter camera system, keeping the drone small, light, and easier to maneuver in the confined space. Many of the drones that have the LiDAR navigation systems also have the ability to tag images as they are flying the confined spaces where the pilot thinks there may be an issue to investigate. Several of the drones, like the Helios-2, have software that allows the reviewer of the images to go to these tagged areas for further review. Any other areas of concern that are identified by the person reviewing the videos can also be tagged and annotated along with comments about the area marked. After a review of all of the images, a report can then be generated showing the tagged areas along with any comments from the reviewer about the area marked. Measurements and detection. In addition to image capture, many of the confined space drones come with radiation and gas measurement systems. This allows the drone to be flown in areas that may possibly be dangerous to human inspection teams to get real-time readings of radiation and/or gas levels. The drones can be used simply for regular monitoring of certain areas of operation to make sure that any potential hazardous areas are at compliant levels or for inspections of any issues that may be occurring. Spray dryer setup in the food industry. What can we inspect using drones? Some of the things we can inspect using drones are the atomizer or spray nozzle, the feed tank, the drying chamber, the cyclone separator, the scrubber, as well as the feed, product collection, air intake, and outlet ducts. The spray dryer drone inspection process. First, a comprehensive external examination of the dryer will take place. Next, using drones, we will examine the internal surfaces for cracks and defects. We will then take close-up photos and 4K video of the entire chamber. We will then use highly skilled professionals to analyze these photos and videos. And finally, we will generate a report of recommendations. Thank you for joining us today. Should you require additional information or have questions, feel free to contact us at area code 720-702-4849. Our email address is info@GeoWGS84. Again, that email address was info at GeoWGS84.com. Thank you very much.